Leeds, Leeds.
Massive news at our press conference. Daniel Farke finally drops Meslier for his error against Swansea. We've been called in for it various points this season. Just thought I'd give you my thoughts on it. It's the right call. I actually called it. I know everyone said he should make the change, but a lot of people didn't believe he would. I thought he would. There's only so many times you can keep backing the same horse, you know, and it letting you down. So for me, that was a bridge too far, and he's done the right call. You know, for me, it's the only logical move he could have made for him to come out of any credibility, regardless of the result on Saturday. Any mistakes made by Darlow, no one's going to blame Farke for it. That's a fact. You know, he's a championship level goalkeeper. He's played higher than that. He's played in the Premier League. Played for some big sides. I said this in the previous video. His experience, for me, this is where we need experience. 7 games to go. If he doesn't put a foot wrong, you probably find Meslier not playing another minute for Leeds United this season, which Swansea game could be the last time we see Meslier in a Leeds United shirt. It sounds quite drastic, but that's potentially going to happen if Darlow comes in now and he's a steady pair of hands, which is all we need really. You know, we're not a side that concedes massive amount of chances on a game by game basis, although that has crept in, conceded a goal a game for over the last 8 games, but we're not wide open, you know, constantly as a side. So I do believe just that experience, you know, is a core part of that Welsh contingent we have at Leeds United, which is evident to see, and it's just another part of that. So I think having that sort of connection he'll have with Joe Roden at the back. You've got Ampadu, who's vital to our defence as well, whether he plays centre half or midfield. I think that's going to be really good. You know, even if he comes out having to play direct and play long balls, he's going to be knowing Dan James his runs. You know, I know Meslier does as well, but I just feel like that Welsh contingent is going to be quite strong now with having him at the back as well, and he can't do any worse for me. I'm not expecting him to come in and reinvent the wheel. I'm expecting him to come in and be a safe pair of hands and another voice, a different voice. I've spoke quite a lot this week about Daniel Farke. Is it gone stale? You know, freshening it up a little bit's needed, I think now. You can't really change the manager at this point, obviously, but change your personnel in key areas, which I think the goalkeeper is obviously massively key for Leeds United. We're scoring enough goals, we're leaking goals. Is that change at the back? You know, that is a massive change to your back 5, change your goalkeeper, and is that what's needed? 100% it is. New voice, new pair of hands, and I'm massively excited for now. It's really perked me up after being down and miserable since Saturday. This has perked me up because you're seeing Daniel Farke be proactive now. Proactive, he knows something needs to change. Rather than backing it and backing it and backing it, you can't be stubborn. He's been too stubborn this season. We've lost points because of his stubbornness and his reluctance to change people when they need changing. People are out of form. It'd be interesting to see what happens going forward with other players who aren't currently in form. But Meslier definitely had to come out. That's the one call I needed to see. You know, if the rest of the team's the same, we line up with Dan James and Solomon, who have been slightly out of form, I aren't going to be as concerned as I would have been seeing Meslier start. Like, for me, it had to happen, and the fact he's actually shown some minerals there and actually done it. I'm buzzing. I'm chuffed. That's really perked me up. It's going to be really hard for Meslier to get back in this side now. You know, I don't know how he's feeling. I'm sure there'll have been a few arms put around Meslier. Nobody likes to see anyone struggling in any walk of life. So the fact he's being dropped, it's massive. We saw it when Allardyce came on a few years ago. He dropped him straight away, and it was needed. And it was needed this time too, regardless of how he feels about it. On a personal level, it had to happen. So I'm just glad he had the minerals to do it. So that there has changed my mentality going into Saturday. I'm buzzing now. It needed to happen. So yeah, happy to see Darlow come in. He's only had scarce minutes so far. He's not really had a chance to prove himself. Now's his chance. For me, he's got 7 games now to put himself in shot window or give himself an opportunity of being a Premier League player next season by helping Leeds achieve that goal. Because if he plays well Saturday, that's his position now to lose. So yeah, I wanted to get the thoughts of my good friend Paul. Here he is.
Alright guys, Marty asked me to do a video, give my opinion on Meslier being dropped, and in a nutshell, it's about time. He should have done it sooner. Do you know what I mean? The thing is, right, Meslier's been great for us. He's had a great career, but he's got this potential of just dropping clangers. Like, he saved the penalty in the last match, fair play to him, but at the end of the day, what's the point of saving a penalty if you're just going to give it away and drop another clanger. And do you know what I mean? Trying to catch a ball and then throw it in front of a striker. How many times he's done that? It's about time Darlow had a chance to prove himself. He's been playing. He's number 1 for Wales International, right? I watch Welsh matches because I'm also obviously Welsh, right? He's played well. The thing is, right, Darlow's not world class. But it's one thing he doesn't do is he doesn't drop clangers. He sticks to the basics. He can do the basics. And what's the point of us having a keeper if we can't have him doing the basics? And you can see that it was causing arguments within the team. You know, the players getting frustrated. They're working their asses off. And we're giving them away. Both goals in the last game against Swansea shouldn't have been goals. Right? And again, I praised him. He saved the penalties. First one, I don't know how long. But he gave 2 goals away. And we ended up drawing that. That's such an important match. He's given away about 12 plus points this season due to his clangers. We should be comfortably at top of the league with the squad that we have and the players that we have, with the talent we have, but we're not. We're joint second, and it's not good enough. You know, Darlow, he's been waiting for a chance to prove himself, and this is his chance. And he's the goalkeeper now that we should use until the end of the season, because we can't afford to drop any more points. You know, we're getting to a vital point in the season, the last 7 matches. If we lose any more points, we're looking at playoffs again. And we all know what happens when we get to playoffs. So we need to keep second place. And with a keeper now that doesn't drop clangers and he does the basics, then we've got a good chance. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people were saying, there's no way Farke's going to drop Meslier. Not now, not ever. Mate, it's been a long time coming, and it shows Farke has no choice. The pressure from the fans, the pressure from the players, he had to do it. And I understand it's probably not nice for Meslier to be dropped 7 games before the end of the season, but he's got to understand you're getting paid that money to do the basic keeping, and he wasn't doing it. So yeah, that's my opinion. I think this is a fantastic step forward for us now. You know, Darlow is a good keeper, and he's played well for Wales, and he played well for Leeds. He's not going to drop clangers. He's going to do the basics. And so as long as the rest of the team keep up that good defence, and let's get those goals in, honestly, we're going to go up. We're going to be up. I don't care if it's first place or second place. I just don't want third. But this is a step in the right direction. So that's my opinion. Thank you for listening. And thank you for having me on, Matty.
Thanks for that, Paul, mate. Thanks very much. See you next time.